Good morning. This is Kathleen Bomback, your English 1302 instructor. Sorry I didn't make a video last week. I was a little bit under the weather and it was an exhausting week, but I rested all weekend, so I'm good to go. I also graded all weekend. I graded research papers. I'm about halfway through. I'm trying to finish them all today and tomorrow. I'm a little bit behind on them because they take extra time. In general, the major problems that are pretty consistent throughout the research paper is people writing in first and or second person. Research papers are normally written in third person. So I'm marking that as one of your rewrite items on your papers. And as you know, you'll get extensive feedback and you can use that feedback to rewrite the paper and submit it, resubmit it for a higher grade. Now, we have also started the literature portion of the class. That's the second half of the class. What I did this semester is I cut back on the number of short stories I made students read. So we're basically doing 2 short stories a week. Then, after we do a few weeks of this, you will have 1 week set aside to write a literary analysis. And a literary analysis of a short story is what you would write for your first literary analysis. When you write a literary analysis, I want you to look at the literary devices that the author is using. You can look at things like setting, characterization, plot, things like that. Look in the book. The book has sample essays. Follow one of the sample essays and write about something. What you do not just summarize the story. You don't write a summary of a story and call it an analysis. It's not an analysis, it's a story summary. You actually do very little story summary in an analysis because you assume that the reader of the paper has also read the short story. And indeed, I read them. If you can pick anything in the book and you can pick anything by any of the famous Latin Americans, you can pick one of the stories that is on the list of stories that we're reading. Now, once you read the story, you need to go to the assignments box, Literature 1, Short Stories, and go in there and you'll see a folder that says Homework. Go into the Homework folder. Once you're in the Homework folder, you'll see each short story. And what you're going to do is you're going to write 2 to 3 paragraphs about each short story, answering the questions that are posted. And the homework, um, I see a lot of you have already been submitting, so I'll be grading that as soon as I finish the research papers. But don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions. The whole tenor and pace of the course changes. I want you to enjoy the literature. That's why I cut back on the number of stories we were going to read. Is I wanted you to actually enjoy reading the stories and not have so much pressure on you to get things done. So as usual, email me, call me, come by my office hours, any way that works for you. Make an appointment. We can do it online. They gave me this nifty camera, which now works and is all set up on my computer, so we can do anything so that we're able to talk. Thank you very much and have a good week.